is multi-pronged.
Well, okay, a little less controversial. Ryan Garcia's
A little less.
Yeah.
You're lobbing hand grenades at me.
No. But, I don't know. What do you make of it, Steve? I know you've had to have been asked it half dozen
Yeah,
times
yeah.
already. What do you
I've
think?
tested out my answer. I think
Yeah, there
I
you
think
go.
I've got it.
So give me the high power.
I'll give you the better answer that I didn't stumble through. So, first of all, let's say everyone's entitled to due process and B samples, and we need to hear out, Ryan, when he makes a coherent statement on what's going on, if he decides to do that. And it goes without saying that obviously, there's no place for that in the sport. It's incredibly dangerous, and no one's in support of that. Having said that, my initial reaction right now is disappointment for the sport. I don't want to minimize the danger to the individual fighters, but we were coming off such a high. We had a really great, Zoo Fundora event, top to bottom. Had a fantastic, one of the best fights in recent memory, and the biggest upset in recent memory, on April 20th with Ryan and Devin. And we should be carrying all the momentum into what I expect is a really action-packed fight between Canelo and Munguia. And instead, we've sort of stumbled as a sport because, yet again, in a moment of triumph, we find a way to sort of, to screw it up.
Yeah.
And it's not all of our fault. Whatever happened, this is, on Ryan, it's his camp or whatever was the cause. But to me, it's disappointing for the sport that, that we lost that momentum, and it's something that should be, having a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of pride in has been dampened by this, by sort of a big rain cloud over it.
Yeah, like boxing struggles to get crossover stars. We get one, and then this happens.
This happens, yeah.
Right.
No, having said that, there have been, steroid and PED issues in other sports, and, you don't dismiss the entire sport because of it.
Yeah.
I'm glad this has come out in the open, and it came out in the open relatively quickly, unlike some of the other situations that have been silent for weeks and months. This one has come out, so I think that's a positive thing, but I'd rather it didn't happen at all.
Are you, as a fight fan, interested in a rematch now?
Yeah,
Or you like the Tank
I think
rematch
so.
better still?
I mean, I like the Tank rematch better, but I think either of them would be good. But look, I'm partial to Tank. Having worked with him, I think that the performance in Haney, and let's put aside the PEDs for now, but I think the Haney performance, I think, is the only thing that could have happened to reinvigorate a real interest in a Tank rematch.
Yeah.
Now you look back on it, and maybe it was a bad night, or maybe it was a rehydration, or maybe it was weight trained, or 1,000 range, because that guy and this other night looked like very different. And so, yes, I'd like to see that again. I'd like to see the Haney fight again.
Just wanted to ask about it was before you got in.